Well, hello, Flashes families. My name's Zak Tschiniak, and I'm grateful to serve our school community as the principal of Franklin Central High School. I wanted to just provide you with some updates. It's no mystery that our campus, specifically the high school, has been undergoing a massive construction and renovation project, a three-phase construction renovation project that is building to meet future needs for our students, for our families, and for our staff. Phase 1 has been completed. We have gone through an entire year with our 28 new classrooms in Phase 1. Art classrooms, our science department has been in that area. It's been a great new space. We're in the midst of Phase 2 now, and I'm really excited to share how some of that work is being completed, and some of that Phase 2 work will open up for this new school year, for the 25-26 school year. Just want to give an update about these new and updated spaces. We'll take a little walk around the building. Right now we are outside of the main entrance. Door 1W is here, and you can even see some new construction that's been visible from Franklin Road now for several months. That's actually new performing art spaces that we'll take a look at here in just a little bit. But just an update about the front of the building. More of it will now be opened up like it was several years ago. Door 1W, our main entrance, will be open for the beginning of the school year. That'll be our main entrance. And in fact, with that opening up with more reception space, that's actually going to be our only entrance during the school day. So if you're a visitor coming in to sign out a student, you will access through door 1W exclusively throughout the school year. Some more information will be pushed out about that. Car rider drop-off will return to door 1W. Still go on in the Freshman Academy entrance, 15N, but we will also open up car rider drop-off to 1W again, which should alleviate a lot of that traffic that we've seen at 15N. And of course, like I said, we'll go in and take a look at what some of this new performing arts space looks like. So let's get started and take a look inside. So we are just inside of door 1W, the main entrance that I was talking about when we were outside. It's a wider hallway, more expansive space, easier access down different corridors. You can see our SRO office that's been in use now throughout the past year. We have a much more durable and a much more appealing terrazzo floor, even including our awesome FC logo at the front. From this main entrance, it is a clear passageway all the way to the back of the building into the back of the cafeteria, which we're very excited about. So we are now in an area that we're going to call the Student Union, and this is perhaps going to be the most visible, updated, renovated area that students and staff and families will see once they come into the high school for the start of the 25-26 school year. You'll see very open, expansive hallways that access the Student Union. You can see clear from the back of the cafeteria all the way to the front entrance. With a growing student population, growing activities in this area, this is going to be great for traffic flow especially. There's going to be two new hallways, one to the north, one to the south of the Student Union area, that's also going to help with traffic flow. We have a larger cafeteria space. Our normal main cafeteria will remain, but we've added this open, expansive Student Union space that will have more modern, updated seating for students for lunch. You'll notice that the old spaceship room that used to be here in the middle is gone. So again, a lot of open area for traffic flow, just a more conducive environment to any type of learning that we want to go on. In this Student Union area, we have access to a gathering stairs presentation area. Our McCormick's Cafe gets an updated spot. We have a dedicated location for our esports. And just behind that is our new radio and TV complex. There are windows where you can see the radio activity going on. There are windows on the corner of that bank of rooms where you can actually watch FCTV being filmed. On the other side of the Student Union, we have access to what will be our grab-and-go line. We have our clinic in this bank of rooms, our bookstores right off the Student Union, and cyber flashes. Our Chromebook support room is not going to be tucked away in a hallway. It is right on the corner of our Student Union, very accessible for our students. Construction will continue down the hallway for our new science wing. That won't be open until later in the first semester. It'll officially be open for students and teachers to use those new science rooms for the start of the second semester of the 25-26 school year. All right, so from the student union where we just were, we've made our way down one of our existing hallways, the main performing arts hallway, and it's an interesting place between some active construction and renovation that'll be ongoing for probably the next year, and then the new construction that you can see from Franklin Road that we'll look at here in the new band room in just a moment. So this area is beginning, it's become more active. It'll be renovated. The old performing arts area will be renovated to become new choir rehearsal spaces, new orchestra rehearsal spaces, new practice rooms, some new office space and conference space. That will be done in about a year's time, next fall. But in just a moment, we'll make our way down into that new band room, into the new spaces that are going to be ready to go for the 25-26 school year. All right, finally, we find ourselves in the middle of a brand new band room. This is part of that new construction that came out the west side of the building toward Franklin Road. You could see this being built from Franklin Road. This is what it looks like from the inside. An awesome place for all of our performing arts ensembles to enjoy. In addition to this beautiful band room, there's a storage room next door, there's a percussion room, and there's a garden jazz room next door, in addition to expansive instrument storage, office space, and then a whole row of practice rooms here in this second floor of the band room, and practice rooms sprinkled throughout. Now, as I mentioned before, this is an interesting space between construction that'll be completed for the 25-26 school year, and then the renovation that's going on in the current and old performing arts area will continue throughout this next year. A lot of those spaces, which will include new choir rehearsal rooms, new orchestra, new storage, new office, a black box theater, those will be ready to open up a little more than a year from now. Our band and choir programs will actually share this new space that will be opened up for the 25-26 school year. Our orchestra program will live out of the FALGI in the other part of the building, while the entire performing arts wing is being renovated. But for sure, this new awesome space will be ready to go for the 25-26 school year. Part of the cool design in these rooms, especially these band rooms that I just mentioned, the flooring is specifically spaced for the marching arts. So the blue lines that are in the floor, there's specifically 5 yards apart, 15 feet, to help with maybe some type of indoor marching drill and practice. There will be diamonds on this floor. That'll be a 4-step interval from each other, typical 8 to 5 marching step if you've been in the activity. So not just a beautiful expansive space, but some very intentional, specific design details that we've included. Of course, beyond what I've showed you today, we have some exciting work going on the east side of the building with our Student Activity Center. We are engaged in design work for the third and final phase. This will include state-of-the-art CTE spaces, among other exciting updates. We certainly appreciate all of our students, our families, our staff, our teachers that have exercised a large amount of patience with the construction that's going on in this building. But it's certainly worthwhile. We have already benefited from the positive impact of the initial phases of this project, and we're excited about what these new phases are going to bring, and specifically the opportunities for our students. Stay tuned for more updates on how this project is going to ensure that our Franklin Central students are prepared for meaningful and purposeful futures.